He's recording.
All right, for fun video, we're going over to my buddy's house named Terry. Terry's a good friend of mine that I've known for many, many years, and when I started HOGS, Terry helped me out because he had a little video production company, and I didn't even own a damn camera. And Terry helped me start HOGS from nothing. This is Jack, his stepson, and Jack wanted to go for a ride today, and I'm like, sure, come on over, and as long as you we want to do some filming for me. And then we conjured up the idea, oh, let's go over to Terry's. Surprise him.
Yes, sir.
He lives out in the country. I've never landed at his house. I'm pretty sure he's always kind of hoped I would do that.
Yeah. He's talked about it a few times.
So we didn't, all Jack did was just text him and said, hey, are you guys home? That's it. Say nothing about a ride. We're going to film a confined area landing one over there, even though I know somebody on YouTube's going to go, well, that's not confined. That area was huge. That's not the point. The point is we're going to a location I've never landed before that's not an airport. I understand he's got a lot of property, but we still want to, because I've never landed there, I want to do the setup, 3 circles around, check the area, see what obstacles are there, path in, path out, where's the wind, what are we looking for? So I thought it'd be a fun confined area to go do. So not only are we playing with the helicopter and having some fun, we're shooting some video along with it. That might be useful to HOGS or for our free content.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot different from the military helicopters I've been in.
Oh yeah, for sure. This would probably fit inside the military helicopters you were in. And we'll make a nice little video of this for Terry too. We'll have some nice footage for Terry, and I'm going to have Jack use the camera and film the instruments as we make our approach into Terry's house, because we want to make sure that we stay out of vortex ring state. We make a nice slow approach. I'm going to point some of those things out, so I'm going to do that now for Jack's purposes. When we're going in there, I'm going to be looking at airspeed and VSI. Going to be the main things I'm looking at down here for trim or up there for trim, but mainly airspeed and VSI are the two I'll really be focusing on our way in, because the general rule, we want to keep 30 on our airspeed until our rate of descent is below 300 feet per minute. So we go in nice and slow, we can do that. And the other reason you go in nice and slow is we're looking for wires, poles, trees, anything that could be a problem on the way in that we didn't see when we made our circles above. I do 3 circles, keeping 500 AGL, 60 knots minimum, put the spot outside my door. And then on the way in, if I'm going super slow, maybe Jack sees something. Hey, Kenny, there's a tower over there. Hey, Kenny, there's a tree limb, or whatever the case is. So by going in nice and slow, you have the opportunity to either avoid that obstacle or just fly away and plan a different approach or abandon the whole thing together. Oh, yeah, and we have a nose camera. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We just mounted a camera on the tow ball mount underneath the R-44. I ordered a cool little attachment off the internet that allows you to mount your GoPro to that little ball. We mounted that before we took off, and I felt really comfortable about that. I've always been hesitant in the past to mount stuff on the outside of the aircraft, but this one, we spent a little time on it, and I got it on really nice, tight and secure, and I'm confident that thing is not coming off. So we'll have a new view for you underneath the aircraft. So not only do we have a couple of these cameras, we got the camera that Jack's operating, then we have a nice nose picture for you too. So we're going to see how that comes out. And it's our first R-44 doors off fly too. Freaking love doors off flying. God, I've missed this so much. Great memories back when I started my training years ago, flying in the summertime with doors off with instructors, and most all of them became good friends of mine. And you get into the working world and you're flying EMS or doing other things, sometimes you don't have the opportunity to take the doors off. So this is nice. Springtime here in Indiana, one of the first days we've had a few nice days, but last couple of days are the first it's really been nice. So Jack, what do you think of the Robinson R-44?
It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it a lot. Like I said, it's a lot different from the other ones I was in, but
yeah.
Where his real red truck is.
Okay, so that's Terry's.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to turn the other way though, so I can put his house out my side. Got about 80 on the speed, so I can have time to slow down. So again, I've never landed here before, so I'm going to use this the way I was taught back when I did my commercial. Watch your leg there, Jack.
Oh, sorry.
You're bumping my control. So I'm going to keep 60 minimum on the speed. I'll pull up a little power, go find his house, and then I'll make 3 circles, keeping 60 and 500, just to give myself time to give a good look at it. Plan my path in, plan my path out. It's one of the first things I'm looking at because it's easy to plan out a landing into a small area somewhere, and then you get down inside and you forget what's on the outside. So now I got to find his house again. Okay, there it is. All right. So this would be start of number 1. I see the house, and I see the nice long yard. That looks good. The wind's more out of the south, but we can kind of maybe... I got my plan already here. We can open fields going in so we can use the wind, go towards his house, and then go on over into the yard. That's his yard by the driveway, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's all kinds of room. So, still good confined area, though, for if you want to point it out the window, we're going right over here. So he's got a long yard going this way, which is great. The wind's that way, so I can kind of come in over this field and then hook into his property.
And he's standing outside.
And then when we go to come out of there, it works well because there's open fields on the other side. So we know once we're in there, we're not going to need a whole ton of power when we go out of there. We're not small guys, and I did top off before we left today. So most generally, you do not want to go into a confined area full of fuel because it causes problems when you go to get out. However, this thing's refurbished, just the engine's fresh, making tons of power. The test pilot said, man, this thing makes all kinds of power, more than most of them. And because we got the big open area, I'm not worried that we'll be able to get out of there. I'm sure we'll be fine. And again, it's nice big open areas over there as I go towards the house. I'll just go over the house into the yard. I think it's not going to be much of a problem at all. Again, we'll do it slow just in case something pops up, but I'm foreseeing this being a pretty smooth landing. So
I want to say it's probably about the size of your yard where you landed, maybe a little bit bigger.
Oh, then that's big then. Yeah, hard to judge from up here. All right, I got 70 on my airspeed, about 700. So I'm going to get down a little lower. I go down to 500 and still get a better view. Yeah, I see him out there in the yard. All right, looking good. As we get a little bit lower here, down to about 500 AGL, I was about 7. I got a better look at it, looks good. Is this time 2 or number going around, or is this 3?
This is 3. Yep.
All right, cool. So I got I'm gonna do kind of, a downwind over here. I got a tree line just in front of me. I'm gonna kind of use that like kind of a right downwind.
You might have to do a little hoaxing or coaxing to get Terry in here, but I think he might just come on his own.
Well, it's up to him, you know. I'm sure he's going to be thrilled that we just landed in his yard.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get out and shoot the breeze, and if he wants to go up, I'll take him up. If not. All right, so warning caution lights are out. Gauge is in the green. Lots of fuel. 17 minutes of flying. So again, this is kind of now my base, and I'm going to turn kind of a final. And then as I'm over that field, I'll make that turn right into his yard. And again, we can fly away. Something transpires, but it looks really good right now. So I'm going to start slowing my speed down. Because again, I'll have Jack really focused in this area right here. I'm going to do my best. And try to be about 200 feet per minute as we go in there. So I want to start getting rid of some of that up here. And I'm going to try to keep 30 on my airspeed until my rate of descent is below 300 feet per minute. So let's see if I can do it. I don't want to blow shingles off his roof. His home, he's only had it a couple years. I don't want to be the first guy to blow the shingles off.
I think they're on there good.
All right, there's 200 feet per minute. Taking our time, nice and slow. We're pointing into the wind.
He's like, what are you doing?
Clutch lights on, which is okay because that's just there. Clutch lights out, it's retensioning the belts. Yes. down into the yard. And we'll turn around here so we can see him. And we'll set up. All right, start our shutdown.
A little windy?
There, we landed at your house.
Yeah.
What,
Is
did it look
a little
squirrely?
windy?
Huh?
Is it a little windy?
It's not bad. A little squirrely once I got right to the button.
I seen it was just wanting
Yeah,
to dance a little bit.
I don't know why. Probably because,
Well, probably the wind changes.
well, you kind of lose it when you get to the treetop level. Maybe a little bit of wind coming over the top of the trees. I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that wiggle.
I figured you'd come in. Because normally the wind's out of the west. I don't know what
Well,
direction
it-
the wind's
it's-
going out right now. But,
It's
Can't
this
fly in a
general
helicopter with
direction.
doors on.
That's why I came this way
oh, okay.
versus coming this way.
Straight in,
Did you hear, Mom?
Huh?
Where's the doors? I said, you can't fly in a helicopter with doors on.
This is our first flight with the doors off.
yeah.
I love it.
I told her, I said, I'm surprised Jack's flying with the doors off.
I asked him if it would be all right. And he said, yeah, why not?
No, you didn't get his mother.
I figured.
He has to have a written permission from his mother.
Told you I was going
That
up.
goes for Terry. too.
I expected him to say,
I went in there and
leave the
hollered at her.
doors
He goes,
on.
he was
I
supposed to
expected
text
him
me
to say that.
and tell me when he was coming. I said, he texted me. Well, it's supposed to be a surprise. I said, he texted me and told me before he ever even left. You guys gonna be home? Yeah. Where's that? Oh, is that the GoPro that you said?
I
the
just
mount that
got this mount.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it off. Save some juice.
Because I couldn't figure out when you was talking about where it was gonna go. I couldn't figure out where it was gonna go.